Hi und willkommen. Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stefanie and this is a collective tarot tap in. I am looking at a general energy and an individual development situation. In the beginning of the reading, I am looking at a relationship dynamic. In the second part, I am trying to assist you in maybe uncovering layers of consciousness, maybe find some inspiration, a new perspective for your situation. I am reading the cards and not the future necessarily, so I hope I can create a picture for you and interpret a picture for you so you can work on yourself with the help of the cards. So let's see what we can find here for today. This is a timeless reading. Whenever this finds you, you can use this maybe for your situation. Maybe it resonates, maybe it doesn't. So I hope this is of help. Alrighty. Oh, there's something already falling out here. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. So when we have a Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, we sometimes are in a situation where we are really impatient maybe. So this could be an impatient energy of some sort. I'm sorry, I just dropped my microphone here. It should be fine now. It can be an impatient energy, it can be an energy where we don't want to think long term, or where we have maybe a little bit of difficulty to see results grow from our labor, or we don't want to go the safe or the sustainable way. So with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, we might want a little more speed, we might want a little more faster development, and maybe feel a little stuck, or we feel like we don't really see results from our labor, from our work, because the upright Knight of Pentacles is often a very long-term thinking, sustainable and stable knight who is really trying to do what's supposed to be done and put effort, slow effort also into situations, because he knows when he does the conscientious thing, then things might grow, or things will grow for sure actually. So when this is in reverse, we do have a little bit of a difficulty maybe being that conscientious, or maybe we don't really have a plan of where this long-term vision is going. This can be about work, this can be about finances, this can also be about the body. Often the pentacles often speak about the body or health. So yeah, it seems a little clueless here, to be honest, for me. Oh yeah, he's looking back here at the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and I do like a Seven of Cups in the reverse because it is a card that brings us back into reality and away from illusions. So this is a card of disillusionment when it's in the reverse, which is a pretty good thing because we are kind of back to reality. We are not imagining all the different options anymore. We are not kind of like in the in confusion. We're kind of clear what does not work, or we see things for what they are. When there is a Knight of Pentacles in the reverse looking at the Seven of Cups, I feel like he's at the same time, he's back to reality, but he's not quite sure where to go from here. So there might be a moment of maybe having to look at the harsh reality or something, or at reality as a whole, and coming back from fantasizing about a certain way forward. And now we're kind of like, well, yeah, now I know where I'm at, and I know what's real and what's not real, and what's realistic and what not, but how can I move forward from this place? I kind of don't know where to move from this place. This is kind of what's coming through here. Okay, let's see. Two of Wands, Ten of Cups. Ooh, I love it though. Oh, this is nice. The Two of Wands is a really cool energy when it comes to actually re-establishing sort of like a way how to move forward. So even if we might not in a long-term sense know where we want to go, with the Two of Wands, we have a really nice capability of gaining control over the moment, of making the decisions in the everyday, like in the next minute, in the next moment, in the next hour, in the next couple of hours, in the evening. So this is gaining control over the moment, gaining control over these little moments, and really triggering this dopamine response that we kind of get motivated through deciding, through making decisions to act. This is deciding how to act in the moment. And he's looking at this between these two wands. He has the world in his hand, and he understands that he just needs to make the right decisions in the right moment. So this can help us right now, even though we might not know what the long-term goal is or where we want to go with this in the long run, and how to actually put the effort in. We might not have to think so long-term. We can think in the moment. What can we do right now? What's the right thing to do right now? Or how can I get motivated right now in this moment? How can I gain control over the moment? How can I also dominate the moment, because this is a card of dominion. In other decks it's called dominion. So we are really making these decisions by acting, and that's a really nice thing, because in actuality we know what the long-term goal is supposed to be, and pretty much everybody has this goal, you know. It's the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a very, very abundant emotional energy. As you can see, this is a very traditional, of course, description of the card, or depiction of the card. We want to kind of all go into a emotional state where we can share openly with our loved ones, with our close ones, where we can feel fulfilled, where we can feel open, where we can feel joyful about celebrating life, about living life, etc., etc. This doesn't have to be, of course, the traditional family. It can be in you know, any way you want to form this type of feeling. But this is really about having emotional abundance within and being able to share it. So it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter where we go if it feels like this. And this is, this is kind of giving this whole moment here of, let's say, being a little clueless of where to go. It's giving this moment less weight, because when we know that this is where we're supposed to go and this is how we are supposed to feel, you know, then it doesn't matter if we exactly know where it's supposed to go right now, right in this moment. The good thing is with the Seven of Cups, as I said, that we know what we don't want. I think we figure out now what we don't want, how to see things for what they are, how to not imagine things, how to not get confused by all the options. You know, this also the Seven of Cups is, he's here in the dark, he's getting confused by all the options that he has that could be fulfilling, but are they really? Are they really? So this is, yeah, it's a really, really nice reading. So let's see what the relationship dynamic is saying. So you can, of course, check out my description box if you are interested in private reading or in other things that I'm doing, my art, my music. And thanks for all the comments in the chat. Every comment is helping, even though they're negative, so you can hate all you want. You can try to irritate me all you want. This is only helping the algorithm, so thank you. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. So relationships, this other person, this doesn't have to be a love relationship. Of course, I always mention this. This can be non-romantic as well. But it is about the external that is kind of having an effect on us right now. And maybe a dynamic that is challenging. The Tower in the reverse. Ooh, yeah. Speaking of challenging, there's somebody who is maybe a little shaken up about what's going on here. Maybe you're surrounded by people or a person in particular who had an enlightening moment, an epiphany from within. So it's not even so much about you having this effect on a person. Maybe they had a breakthrough, a personal breakthrough in awareness, in maybe realizing something from a higher perspective, maybe even a spiritual like epiphany. That's the Tower. And it could be very sudden, it could be very intense, it could be a little brutal. But when the Tower is in the reverse, for me, it's often a breakthrough more than a breakdown. So I feel like we are, with the Tower in the reverse, we're able to break open walls that we've built within that hold us back from moving forward. So this Tower in the reverse on this other side is actually a nice energy for this other person. Let's see how this affects us, because it seems like it not necessarily has anything directly to do with us. It's not directly correlated to our side here. Yeah, Son of oh, interesting. Son of Discs, huh? Look at that. It's the same card. It's coming out again here, but it's in the upright. And I need to pull more cards because this is a little confusing. What I'm getting right away, we want to be careful not to be foolish to see something stable with a person right now, or with people that are completely shaken up and just in a point of realization. Because with the Fool in the reverse, it is a little risky to move into relationships, to move into a connection. So we want to make sure that we are aware of what's going on here, and we take it slow also. The Son of Discs is also taking things slow, very slow, and having a very clear target as well. So just intuitively, I feel like we want to be aware or careful or pay attention to not see something for what it's not, especially when somebody is just in a kind of an unstable place right now. It doesn't have to mean that we are the reason for this destabilization, but Five of Discs. Oh, okay. This is Five of Discs in the reverse. This is also about realizing value, both sides. This is mirroring both sides. Like you might have a dynamic with a person right now where both of you are realizing their worth through interacting with each other, or not interacting, with each other. With the Five of Discs in the reverse, we actually step out of a poverty mindset, or of a, oh, it's so hard, it's so difficult, or why is it not happening for me, or why do I not deserve this type of mindset. So this is actually helping us gain value from within, and also the other person. Which doesn't necessarily mean that we need to do much right now. This is kind of a complex thing. It seems like it's also a little heavy, you know, on your side. With the Son of Discs, it's very serious, and with the Fool in the reverse, there is an element missing of lightness and of detachment also. The Fool upright can also somewhat cling on to a situation a little too much. We had a Strength card and the Two of Swords that came out, so there is a lot of passion towards this. I think some passionate energy. Okay, one more card. This is, yeah, it's a little confusing. I don't know what's going on. This other person is kind of shaken up from something, but I honestly don't think it has to do so much with you in particular. It's more like you're feeling the effects maybe of a person being a little shaken up. So, okay. One more card. Oh, Priestess of Swords. That's nice. And the Seven of Discs. Okay. I think you want to continue kind of like evaluating a situation, taking it slow, looking at what you've built so far, also in friendships, relationships, not being too hasty or too impatient, and continue to stay open-minded and learn. That's the Priestess of Swords, and communicate. So this is, I like this card a lot because it's really about trying to learn the other person, trying to stay interested, trying to also communicate and learn from each other, ask questions, grow knowledge about other people. So communication is key right now, I think, with this Priestess of Swords, being open, being direct, being curious. Curiosity is, of course, a very, very big deal in relationships. So staying curious, staying open, staying communicative, here is, I think, the way to go right now. And we can learn a lot from each other with the Priestess of Swords. She's all about learning. She's all about growing. She's all about gathering information. And she is all about understanding as well. So we can really try to understand this other person or other people better right now with the Priestess of Swords. Very, very beautiful card. Very beautiful card. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. That was the reading. Please check out my description box. Please subscribe to my channel and check out all the other things I'm doing. I'm switching over to my German channel right now. This is called Die Kunst des Tarot, and I'm gonna do another live tap in German. So if you're a German speaking person, you can join me over there. So thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you very, very soon. And until then, see you and have a great day, and yeah, have a great evening. Bye.